Abusɛd, the story of Ochanya is very sad and heartbreaking. Elizabeth Ogbanji Ochanya was born on 10th March 2005. She was the 11th child of her parents, Rose Abba and Michael Ogbanji. Now, Kupimu, Nigeria, Ogeni Amejo in Benin State, and na Ababawa Ochanya, nene mami, nene papa, ete. Now, according to report, at age 5 in 2010, and the basic school Aoko, you're shutting it down, and that was the only government school at Wokrumo. It's the parent looking at the future of Omubaba, Elizabeth Ochanya, decided say ni aunt no ti Ogboloko in Benin State no omo do omuba Ochanya ebekwa koma omo na akoda no ene omatena, and the only thing required of the aunt of Ochanya, Felicia Ogbuja, eni nikunu Andrew Ogbuja no, was just to provide shelter and sometimes food for the little girl Ochanya, because Ochanya kotena omo nche no. Per report amate from Fioda, the sister of Ochanya no, Ochanya maame ne papa na ne school fees. Omo na ne ton tade ma no. Aduane so no mo de aduane fi village ekoma omo acha almost every 5 days. It wasn't for the fact say akoda na kotena omo nche no. Omo na na etwa akoda no. The only thing was that omo pe baby akoda no betumi atena akọ school. And the husband of the aunt being a lecturer at Benin State Polytechnic, you know, they felt to say at least under his guidance, you know, omo ban betumi nyantete ya omo pe. Fast forward, Ochanya ekotena ne aunt ne nche. Na ne aunt Felicia eni ni kunu Andrew Ogbuja no were also having 5 children. Now, according to reports, at age 8, Enna Winifred Ogbuja, the daughter of Felicia, ekoto se ninu ya friend Victor, eni Ochanya eda. Sometime na Ochanya, according to report, at the 8 years. But other sources also say sometime no, na Kodano was 7 years, because the narrative ni na say 2013. Other sources also say 2012. Enna Diana Kasa, Eshase Abrana Ochanya, was 7 years. So Winifred koto ye no kobone mama ne papa mane. Emma, according to report, no Fred Victor in the presence of ne papa and ne mame. Now unknown to them, papa no sebio yes adi anyway ya no, and now also started say one Ochanya started say omoda. Now the cruelty of the abuse in say per report enye Ochanya ne nimu kwana no mofano efa ne chinyina. Some days in pono it is believed say no mu use object and so sebi e de shisha kodana say they did that for a long time until say the federal school Ochanya eko, according to them, anytime you Ochanya baby are no yare into debia sick bay and na omo born sister mane and the sister buy say obefo Ochanya dinako no so obefa Ochanya no e no realize say Ochanya changes bebre abanimu. It was started so be say questions na numu and na Ochanya ebe open up to ne maame mo say ne aunt ba Victor ene ne papa Andrew Ogbuja no ayade omo ne na dabra no wo 8 years continuously for a period of 5 years. Eno ene nam so ama yare a wo yare ene de etu ni nyina no etu no.
When I was 8, the son started sleeping with me. Then when the sister caught him, the sister then reported him to the father. Then the father scolded at him, and that was when the father started. So September, when I went to school, I was not feeling fine, so I came back home. I went to Federal Medical Center in Makurdi here. I spent 2 months and 5 days there, so they discharged us. When I now came home, then that was when I told my mother that when I was in my uncle's house, my uncle and his son, they were sleeping with me. So when I told my mother that, my mother then told my elder sister. Then my elder sister now told this my auntie. Then I went and stayed with her. Then when I stayed with her, she now took me for checkup in Makurdi, in the hospital in Makurdi here. So when I went there, they checked. Then my mother now went and told the people that was what happened. When she told them, then when she told them, then they were not responding to anything. Then we came to report to the police headquarters here in Mako.
Enti maame no ebo Fioda mane ma Fioda nso so obo ne brother mane emenam so asem no omni kopie mu police station ombeche Andrew and Felicia. Na in 2018 no omo admit Ochanya of Federal Medical Center omo diagnose no with viscovaginal fistula. Viscovaginal fistula ayade aseyewa emasabi unya leakage. Jonso ankasabi o se kogu wa jonso twa ni mu no eno eliki ebefa wase. Enti wo ho no ma obon se wobetumi agu nsuo ɛwɔ abra unnim krampo sɛ nsuo ba en edenka ɛne nneɔma bebree ɛna ba ho na ɛno ɛna after Ochanya yɛ admitted in 2 months ɛwɔ Federal Medical Center no on 17th October 2018 Ochanya ɛde free.
As the body of Ochanya arrives at the St. Teresa's Catholic Church for a requiem mass, its grief and pain for a life cut short before its prime. Wailing mothers, siblings and community members can barely control their emotions.
Na Ochanya free mu no, Satan na Victor de wadwane, but Andrew and Felicia de ne yache wo mu. Na according to Fioda, any Ochanya mami Rose Aba ekyire mu se after se Ochanya ka kire wo se Victor ene ne papa ne nada no. Omo antena so, they went to them. Na omo koye no, omo gi tu mu se eyampese Victor ne akoda nada. Aye no no omo ba Winifred ene ekopie wo mu so. Na emom no, papa ne de enye no krese wo ne Ochanya edae.
That was how she took people. She took some of my uncles, some of our relatives, and they went to my aunt's place to go and confirm what Ochanya said. So she said they went there. Ochanya went with them. She narrated everything that Ochanya said. She said immediately she finished talking. My aunt told my mom that it happened once. That it was Victor and Winnie caught Victor sleeping with Ochanya. So she came and reported Victor to them and they cautioned Victor. And they called the children and they all prayed together and they scolded Victor and that was it. That it never happened again. That was what she told my mom. So my mom was like, no. She did not even say only Victor. She did not say once. She said your husband too. The husband said me. That was how my aunt stood up. She don't tie wrapper, begin the para for my mom. She started talking to my mom that, like, what gave you the mind, the audacity to come here and tell me that my husband and my son is sleeping with your daughter. I told you that this thing happened once and you are saying that I'm lying. That was how the whole thing started. She started making issues with my mom. And as they arrested him, before you know, those powerful men, they went and they brought him out. He was supposed to be in custody for questioning and they didn't allow any of that to take place. They went and they brought him out sharp because they had all the connection and everything they think they need. So they brought him out. All this while that they took the case to court. Ochanya and my mom, they were going from the village to Makurdi, going here and there. In fact, they would have finished that case before Ochanya died, but they were dragging the issue until Ochanya died. So that was what happened. We were never aware. My mom used to visit Ochanya almost every 5 days. She used to visit her. But when she visits, the people, they are always around. So, and I know that there's no way she would have even told my mom. Because that kind of thing, how do you tell? I know very well that in her mind, she knew that nobody would believe her. Because of the way my mom worshipped these people, the way she talks about them. So there was no way she could have summoned that courage to tell her. She didn't say it. And I believe that it was because of that counsel that I gave Ochanya that made her summon that courage to open her mouth. So if not that I took Ochanya from my aunt's place, she would have died. Nobody would have known what killed my sister.
But enamzo Ochanya nankasa eye interview eka ni wo mu se papa ne ka ho bi nti no ye papa no and 2 medical examination omo ye on Ochanya no. They did one at the Federal Medical Center ewo Makurdi ena omo ye another one so wo Nigerian Police Forensic Lab ewo Lagos. Na the report that came ni say Federal Medical Center for ni kire mu say Ochanya ni wo no wu ye no a natural cause eno ne kun. Ena the Nigerian Police Forensic Lab also reported by it say Ochanya died of viscovaginal fistula eye as a result of repeated sexual assault on Ochanya. 82 autopsy reports by ni na nyepe. Na 4 years after the passing of Ochanya no, the final ruling for Andrew and ne Felicia ebaye. Na the tie say Andrew ni Felicia no, they were not tried at the same court. Andrew was tried at Benin State High Court, presided over by Judge Augustine Itoyiman, and ne Felicia also was tried at the Federal High Court, presided over by Mobolaji Olaju. Now, in 2022, Judge Augustine Eddie Tuja said Andrew, per the autopsy reporter, the FMC, and the PFL, the Police Forensic Lab, and the Federal Medical Center, the Bayano, and Machi and the prosecution, and to me and Puvi said Andrew was indeed part of the sexual assault on Ochanya. Despite video footage, Ochanya Nanka said Numasem, Anna or Cancer Papa Nene Diano, Judge Niche said evidence was not enough to convict Andrew Oguja into Oakweteno a discharge of all charges. Nemum ne yiri de Judge Mobalaji found him guilty of negligence. Awon was sentenced to 5 months in prison. Omuba Victor de that time ni na no na wodwane awmunim baby a Victor enenam. But the Nigerian people disagreed with the court. Emma omu ye serious protest and omu converge with the Ministry of Justice and omu tonyum justice for Ochanya as at that time. And I'm so Emma, the then governor of Benin State, Crampo directed say primary school na war Ochanya village no. Omukoye renovation no wia omonfanto Ochanya due to what has happened to the little girl. But it looks as if say after so omuye dede ni nyina no still na no enyade a bibia etumi siye. Na no na 7 years after the demise of Elizabeth Ogbanji Ochanya. Sisi ano the Nigerian people that believes in truth and justice as sorry say I was say yenya justice for the 13-year-old girl Ofimu in October 2018 as a result of sexual abuse and assaulta a father and a son edinifemu. Ntiano enama the conversation about Elizabeth Ogbanji Ochanya as sorry. And just as the African continent a rally behind the 7-year-old Kwekweno, I believe say sa and all believers of justice edu omanu tum e making sure say Elizabeth Ochanya the law will take its course. Now finally yenya justice for the little girl Elizabeth Ochanya. Now I wouldn't say much about this. This is not the first time and this is not going to be the last. There are a lot of people that are shielding their abusive and rapist husbands and partners because they are protecting their marriage. And omu kunumo sebi obu okrampa e yomu ankasa yemuba e na bema ne no omoda but ompese bema ne nimbegu ase anase wo obo na ware ho banti onka e na hye omo and enkwada bebre abra boss say just because tibon kwaso papa bi a wontumi hye na kono so e de enkwada ne fa oyaw ne ateti mu. And it looks as if nobody is ready to talk about it. On this one ye de anybody echi na de be I'll definitely update you. Until then, share your thoughts with me in the comment section and follow the page for more. Mediani Citizen, Ojo Jr. God bless you.